The Dreamer. Once there was a blended family with 12 sons who lived in a socio-economic challenge area of South Bronx, New York, where survival was a daily grind. The region faces ongoing challenges including high rates of violent crimes, substance abuse, overcrowding, and substandard housing conditions. Their father, a hard-working man, owned a modest grocery store at the corner of Melrose Avenue and 153 3rd Street in the Bronx. Day by day, he would scrape a living while pushing his boys to help. But his love was uneven. He would pour unconditional love on his youngest son, Jay. He gave Jay the best clothes, the newest iPhone, brand-name sneakers, and he was always excused from the dirty work. The others, bitter and weary, burned with envy every time their father called Jay special. He would brag about Jay's intelligence and bright future to his customers, while the older brothers were left to sweat in the shop and carry resentment like bricks in their chests. To make things worse, Jay was a dreamer. He had a way of talking about the future, with fire in his eyes. He would boast to his brothers about his visions, dreams where he was above them, and how they would one day depend on him when their world crumbled. He didn't mean to gloat. He only spoke the visions that burned in his mind, though innocent, his words pierced their prides, like knives to their tired hearts. Every word was like a blade twisting deeper into their pride as resentment grew like weeds in the cracks of their hearts. One night, while working in the family's grocery store, the brothers decided they had enough. After working tirelessly that night, they convinced Jay to follow them into a rough neighborhood where they staged a fight. There they decided to be rid of him. They beat him, left him bleeding in the dark and bruised, unrecognizable, and stranded in the most dangerous part of the city. They came home with torn clothes and a story. They told their father a lie. He was jumped, they all cried. We couldn't save him. We all got robbed and we lost him in the streets. Their father collapsed in grief and was never the same again. His grief hollowed him. He sat for days in his shop staring at the floor, his business collapsing. Customers stopped coming. Bills piled up. The brothers worked harder, but the father never recovered. Jay didn't die, but his life was shattered. He drifted like a ghost through the underbelly of the city. He begged for food, slept in shelters, fought off sickness and despair. Once he clawed his way back and found a steady job in a smoke shop. Not knowing who he was or where he came from, he stayed in shelters and was later taken in by a stranger. Even a landlord gave him a chance. He started working in soup kitchens and warehouses, and for a while it seemed hope might return. He got a decent job and had a mentor who saw his potential, but trouble clung to him like a shadow. He was given an internship at a tech startup. He worked hard, rose quickly, and became a trusted manager. But just when things seemed secure, scandal struck. Stay tuned.